can you please state your name and your title and your company's name, please?
Tim Carlson, Vice President of Operations at Hiawatha Rubber Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And what challenges were you experiencing that made you turn to isolved HR services and then choose to leverage HR services?
So we made the strategic decision to let go our internal HR manager. The size of our company no longer necessitated an on-site HR manager, so we started researching a company that we could outsource HR activities to, and we landed upon isolved.
And what solutions does isolved HR services provide for your company, such as compliance, handbooks, strategic projects, etc.?
So since we've been working with isolved, payroll is a major function that we use. Also, I have biweekly guidance with HR representative, and in those meetings I'm able to discuss any ongoing issues, any pending issues, anything related to HR I'm able to discuss with them. I also meet with another representative once a quarter. That's more high level to talk about projects for the year, any maybe additional costs, or it's more of a management level type of discussion. But I would say payroll, biweekly guidance, and we have worked on our handbook.
And what are some key results you have experienced with HR services? So hours saved, money saved, less headcount.
I would say, well, money saved and headcount for sure. And also, really, it's kind of streamlined our HR activities. There's not as much paperwork. I'm able to rely upon isolved for quick, easy guidance, and there just seems to be a lot less hassle. And I don't know if that's good or bad in the HR world, but it's worked out for us.
And would you recommend isolved HR services to others, and why?
Yeah, 100% I would. Number one reason is all the individuals that I've dealt with have been extremely friendly. I haven't really run into anyone that has caused any angst from our standpoint. And isolved is very efficient. Obviously, payroll is extremely important, and people want their cash as fast as possible, and we never have an issue with payroll when it comes to isolved. And I never have issues when I'm in urgent need of HR advice. It's one email or one phone call away, and I get a response usually immediately.
Can you describe a success story that wouldn't have been possible without isolved HR services?
I could look upon most recent issue. Some individuals internally were discussing possibly letting go an individual based upon performance. And so I had two calls with my HR representative at isolved regarding this issue, and they were able to provide me with options on how to approach the situation. And ultimately, we've decided to keep the individual. I took the advice that my HR rep gave me as far as sitting down with them and having a meeting to lay out, just a good talk. And ever since we had that meeting, this individual has performed much better. And I really didn't want to let that person go. And so I'm glad I called isolved, and they were able to give me the advice, and hopefully this continues and we're able to retain that individual.
And how has isolved or isolved HR services supported employee experience within your organization?
They have offered advice on, I would say, types of incentives or rewards that we can offer employees for either attendance or certain activities or safety awards. We now do a year-end summary for each individual, and it lays out how much they were paid in salary, 401k, vacation. It's just a pie chart that summarizes essentially what they've gained at Hiawatha, usually when it comes to a monetary value. We now do that on a yearly basis, and we were never doing that before. So it's a cool feature.
And are you considering leveraging HR services for additional projects or needs in the future?
We haven't really gone down that road as of yet. We have roughly 35 full-time employees here at Hiawatha, and we haven't really discussed any major projects upcoming because everything seems to be running fairly seamless right now.
And what are your goals for HR at your company?
I would say for the company is to make the right decision, both for the employee and legally, and for our employees to continue to provide them with information about the company, about anything related to HR, provide them the service that they need when it comes to HR, whether that's medical insurance, 401k, payroll, and do it in a timely manner. So just continued support as isolved has been providing over these past many years.
Well, that was it. Nice and
Okay.
easy. Yeah, great responses too. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anytime.